Welcome back to the Late Night Run podcast.
Tonight's podcast is brought to you by Audible, Strideline Socks, and Peregrine Apparel.
Season 2. I'm Josh, your host, joined by
JJ, the dude.
Brennon. That's it. I don't have
Ben. Absolute smoking hot one of the group.
He's our special guest, by the way.
Well, not really. Ben's on the B team, so
Yeah. He's not another main co-host.
He's just, he's the reserves. Your backup players, your bench boys. Your sixth man.
As you can see on your screen, it's titled "Where's Chief?" The question that we've been asking for the last 20 minutes.
I'm basically on the A team. I've been on more podcasts than Chief.
You've been on. This would be your
close
third.
To it.
This is your third, I
think
believe.
my fourth.
That's true, because you're on the one with Cam. You're on the one of your featured guests.
And you're on at least another.
I was on another one too. I don't remember.
All right, so this is
you
number
were
4.
on one where it's me, you, Chase.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. But maybe you're on that last one. I don't know. It's been a long summer.
Yeah.
Either way, Ben's back.
We're all back.
Except Chief.
Well, yeah.
I'm sweaty.
Yeah.
Me too.
You want to open one of those windows? We now recording.
Well, they're mowing.
So. Oh yeah, you're right. Don't do that. Suffer. I forgot to. You know what? I'll edit it in later. Forgot to mention our ads, but now that I've already edited in, we did mention our sponsors thanks to Audible, Strideline, and Peregrine Apparel. So
wow, great job, Josh.
Listen.
Those were great ad mentions.
Yeah, thank you.
That's hot.
But
You're doing better than the 2 business students are at getting business things.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, made it for the win.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to edit that clap down because it's loud.
Can I get a half clap for the minor?
Yeah.
Can I? No.
You don't have ministry.
I'm not in ministry. What? My girlfriend is. So.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, to you, listen, sorry.
I'm like
it's
1/8 of
when,
fully.
when you get married,
Then you become
then
the
you
then
get
I
a
become
quarter.
the equivalent of him.
No,
it's
you're
like
the
a
pastor.
quarter.
Yeah, it's like a pastor's. You become the
quarter.
pastor's husband.
Yeah.
It's like you're there, but you're not.
Right.
Right.
Alright.
I agree. You're like on the same level that our future wives will be on.
They're there,
Gotcha.
but they're not.
Exactly.
High five.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
funny because 3 out of the 4 of us are single.
It's okay.
Oh.
So,
It's
So,
kind of funny.
ladies.
It's painful because 3 of you are single.
ladies,
Tomorrow's Saturday, and you know what that's for.
the boys. It says on the flag in
Yep.
our room.
Yeah,
True.
I'm literally spending it with my nephew because it's for the boys.
That's fair. But
You're leaving?
so basically, just a quick podcast update. We're back for season 2. We're gonna try to post weekly. I hope that happens. Hopefully, we have a few more guests. We're in talks, and then we're gonna be posting every Friday. This one will be posted on Saturday because it's recording Friday. I'll get it up as soon as possible. But post every Friday again, and we'll see how that goes. And we're here to stay, I guess.
Yeah.
We're officially now on like Spotify, iTunes, Castbox.
We made it.
Yeah, well, what happened was we originally hosted our podcast on SoundCloud. That didn't go so well. So then we switched to this other platform called Podbean, something like that. Also didn't go well. So then we finally switched to Anchor, and they're our home for now until we get kicked off.
I guess you could say they're our anchor.
That was a good one.
All right.
That's why we're under comedy. because
That's
of that joke.
my last joke of the season. I'll see you later.
Oh. Oh, please don't.
What
Actually,
are you going to replace me with, Chief?
we got.
Oh, wait a minute.
These
That's
are confusing times.
These are confusing.
Throwing
times.
shade.
I
Right.
am throwing shade. I will throw
So,
shade at him.
Yeah, if you have anything you ever want us to talk about, put it in the comments. Hit us on some DMs. I don't know. Post something. Do
You can hit me
anything.
in the DM.
If you're a female, don't slide into my DMs. Slide into the other 3.
Hey, that's okay.
If a
You can
female-
just direct them.
First
It'll be
off-
like a detour.
I'll swerve. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, hey, but look at these guys.
Just if they reply, just send them our profiles. Just share our profiles with them.
Sure, all 3 of you.
You know, if a female listens to this, which I find highly unlikely, except for your mother,
That's true.
Wait, what about the German females?
Hey, no, we don't know. All right, I was looking at the Anchor statistics. It tells you where in the world they're kind of listening to, down to the state. So don't act like we're creeping on anyone. But I see you 2% over in Germany. 4, you're right. It has
4%.
upped. And I see you 4% in Germany. We're international, baby. Let's get it.
They're just
made it
laughing
big.
because they probably can't understand us.
Well, I assume they would
And we
understand
laugh a lot, so they're probably like, "Oh, this is funny."
I would assume
Maybe in German
Wait, that's
college they're learning English and they're like, listen to an English podcast.
And so here we are. We're
So-
teaching you English.
What if they're doing a presentation about our group and using clips of our? Hey, we're copyrighted. You gotta pay us.
Hey, we will sue. Hey, also, follow us on.
we can't afford to sue.
We can't. But please,
Well, we can do.
Please just give us money anyway.
yeah, if you want to give us money,
That
goes into our Patreon. Links in the description for sure. So definitely check out the Patreon.
Yep.
Or you can support us through Anchor. You can go to the Anchor site and support us that way. Or you can support us through any of our lovely ad sponsors, which I will mention throughout the show.
Or just literally
Just
find
listen to it. Listen to
any
it.
of us anywhere and hand us money.
I'll take that too.
Or you can just listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Honestly, if you can't buy like the nice socks or the apparel or some audiobooks, that's okay. If you just listen to it, maybe listen to it again, and maybe a 5th and 7th and 9th time, just put it on repeat. Saturdays, maybe you're cleaning with the family. You go, oh guys, I got the radio. Plug it in and just listen to our entire first season.
And then, Saturdays are for the boys, and last time I checked, we're all boys.
Right, so you can listen to us there
It's
too.
been a while, but...
Well, season 2 changes. I'm no longer a guy.
What a mystery. These are confusing times.
Factsfriendly.com.
I just realized something.
Yep.
We've not had a female guest.
We have not. Maybe we're saving that. Maybe,
That just struck me.
We had one planned, and then Chief got engaged to her. And then we had another planned, but...
it kind of fell through.
Yeah.
We're not discriminating, I promise. We're not sexist or anything. It's
just women don't like to generally hang out with any of us.
That's fair.
One day when all 4 of us have girlfriends, we'll just have a mega podcast. All 8 of us will come in.
You think podcasts will still be relevant when I'm 35?
Podcasts are on the rise, so
Whenever
really,
you're
yes.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it'll just be starting the decline.
Okay.
So
We'll be okay.
we'll still be cool because
We'll be
it'll
like
come
the-
around again and we'll be ahead of the time.
We'll be like the cool dad that
Right.
catches on to it once it's gone.
Right.
Like my dad.
Oh,
Sorry, Dad.
throwing shade.
You don't know this exists.
You're right, he doesn't until I come over again. Season 2, baby. I let him know. I'm surprised your sister hasn't caught on because she almost did when I went over to JJ's for Easter way back when
Last year.
last school year.
Back in Easter.
Yeah, back in Easter times.
Crazy.
But she almost caught on.
So
She-
what?
It was
what
like
were you saying?
no, I didn't say anything. She noticed that JJ was tagged in all of our pictures like we normally do.
Oh, so
She didn't explore it that well.
She's just dumb. She saw TLN our podcast and went, huh. All right. Not that she's dumb, but
I'll beat you up, son.
Oh.
Don't you talk about
Please.
my family like that.
Hey, when the court is listening to this over the death of Brennon Kelly, then here's your evidence.
You talk bad about my family, I'll have to pull some punches. That goes for anyone.
General statement.
women included. We believe in equality here at the podcast, so we'll beat you up just like we beat dudes up.
Hey, that's what
And
people
you can
want.
quote me on that because my girlfriend's a feminist, so I believe I fight for equality.
Now you really have to get out.
Oh, you hate to say it.
Political, yeah.
We're not political. We're comedy. I just want to remind you, if anyone searches under podcast, we're under comedy. I promise you. I can promise you that.
Sure.
So, back in season 1, if you ever listened to that, if you haven't, please do. JJ, you had a nice little weather segment. You want to continue that here and tell us how dying we are outside?
I'll tell you.
Apparently, this is supposed to be the last hot day for like a while.
Well,
I sure hope so, because it's
According
hot
to
out.
Chestnut.
here we go. It's hot.
All right.
We're talking really hot. We're talking 91,
Ooh.
but it feels like 97.
For you,
So really, it's not 91. It's 97 because the temperature is what it feels like. So it feels like 97.
Yeah, for you international folk over there in Germany, we're talking
We're
Fahrenheit.
not melting.
We're
talking
Fahrenheit. We're Fahrenheit,
Fahrenheit,
please.
yes.
Yeah, we're not melting.
We got ourselves a 50% humidity.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, that's low around here.
Listen,
That's
where I'm
true.
from, that ain't it.
But look at the weeks ahead.
The humidity is
I
garbage.
was told.
Let's see. The barometric pressure is 30.05.
I don't know what that means.
For all you
Listen,
Barometric fans.
I'm taking meteorology right now, and just give me to the end of
Semester?
give me a semester.
So for those of you that have maybe never felt a 97-degree day, for all of you Alaskan listeners, or
Yep. There are people from
Antarctic penguins, I don't know,
Alaska.
Eskimos.
Ooh.
You can think about just a pavement or a slab of concrete, and you wake up in the morning, or since it's usually not warm in the morning,
In the afternoon.
apology. I'm having a stroke. Sorry.
I know.
Back that up real quick. You go to eat dinner, like right now. You're like, what should I have? You pull out a nice steak from your freezer. You walk outside. You lay it on the ground. You go back in. You come out about 20 minutes later. You flip it. You go back in, and then you come back out. A freshly cooked tender steak, medium well.
Wow.
Hey, listen, just for anyone, we're not legally obligated to tell you don't do that, but please don't do that. And if you do,
if
not
you
our
wash
fault.
off the ground though, that's not
Just
a
put
bad
it.
idea.
No, just put it on a pan. You
There's
know?
about 100% chance that you will get sick if you do that. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we're
Let's
gonna
try
it.
I don't see anything wrong with it. If you let it sit out long enough.
Well, we can't do it on the blacktop. I know that because that stuff melts really easily, so it'll just get into the steak.
So yeah, we just put it on a pan.
Yeah.
Throw some garlic, maybe a little butter, maybe a little olive oil, something like that. Season it up a little bit, because
Oh no, I'm still thinking straight on the ground, but I'm thinking like the sidewalk right outside of our door.
I want to season it at least. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm no cafeteria. I'm not afraid of seasoning.
Throw the slab of meat, and then you get the wet slapping sound of it hitting the ground.
Nope.
Then you throw
Make a
some
10-hour loop of
seasonings,
that. Oh,
and then
Already been done.
and then cook it, flip it, season, cook.
Oh yeah,
Eat
the allergies and pollens are high.
Yep.
Can confirm.
can confirm the amount of drugs are in my system to combat that is at an all-time high as usual.
It's a very hot heat index.
That's good.
I agree.
Drink water, people. Always drink
Mosquito
water.
index is high as well.
You know what? Screw those mosquitoes. That's all I'm saying is, why, God? Why did you have to make those? Those things are useless. That's all I'm saying.
And,
You could have made
that's
something that is way less annoying that serves the same purpose. That's all I'm saying. Same with bees. Why do you have to give these lovable things needles for butts? That's all I'm saying. Like,
You
listen,
know what I hate? Gnats.
gnats are awful too.
Gnats are like the worst.
I would rather have gnats than mosquitoes, though.
That's true.
But it's hard to kill a gnat. And whenever there's one gnat, there's 50 gnats. Whereas a mosquito, you get one or two, like we have in the apartment. And then
We have them just
do what
squashed on the wall.
Yeah, do what I do and just throw up a big burrito at it.
Burrito?
You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
say
Oh,
it
one
like
of those
that and have
inflatable
no
burritos.
context.
Yeah. So
Why not?
There's a
Our
game.
German listeners think I just throw burritos at things.
Listen, I'm sorry if we feel like we're calling you out in Germany, but it's a very fascinating thing to us.
Yeah.
Okay. What can
People
I
in
say?
America don't like us, so it'd be fun. It'd be fun if you guys
We
thought.
finally made it to the big leagues, having someone actually listen to us,
Hey,
especially in a different country.
yeah.
But to our delight, it looks like there is a good chance of thunderstorms tonight.
Oh,
that's what I like to hear.
I have to
Well,
drive home.
It's 60%, so take that with what you
Yeah.
will.
So
But then
be careful driving.
Tomorrow's only going to be 78 and a low of 55.
Ooh, that's
That's not
nice.
bad. That's not
That was
bad.
a beautiful fall day.
And then it looks
I agree.
like mid 80s for a while after that.
Hey, that's okay. Listen, as long as the humidity stays down, I'm
You
okay.
came to the wrong place for
Yeah,
you.
I know I did.
Let me describe humidity to all of you listeners that don't know what that is. So all of you West Coast people.
Calling them out.
Yep.
The dry heat.
Yep. Okay. You
Well,
got dry
The
heat.
South's got a lot of dry heat. I feel like the West
Yeah,
Coast
they
would
got
be somewhat
humidity.
moist as that. They got the
Southwest-
whole ocean.
Southwest has dry heat. Southeast still has humidity.
All right, you dry heat people. I know it's real hot. And everything, but humidity, like it's 97 right now, but it has the feeling of just imagine.
Of nice death.
Take about 3 cotton balls.
Okay. Okay.
Shove them in your mouth.
How big cotton balls? Are you talking like the extra big ones?
Sure, the normal to extra big. Shove them in your mouth, okay? So, it's like that. Your tongue is literally a piece of sandpaper at that point.
Very true. Can relate.
And then take a warm, like soaking wet washcloth. Like we're talking really hot. And just place it, completely cover your face in it, and breathe.
See,
through your mouth.
The way I would describe it is...
No, that's humidity. That's how my dad described it to me, and
that's how you're going to describe it to our listeners?
That's how I'm going to describe it to
okay.
everybody.
I want to use a real life scenario.
Well,
yeah,
I'm going
I live in Ohio.
to pause you right there, and we're going to go to this ad read.
For you, the listeners of the Late Night Run podcast, Audible is offering a free 30-day trial and with a free audiobook to check out. So you want to click description down below, and you can pick any Audible book as long as you have an Amazon account. You can download it for free. Try the free 30-day trial. If you like it, then you don't have to renew it. But if you do, then you can feel free to keep paying monthly. I recommend the book by Gordon Free, How to Read the Bible for All It's Worth. I'm taking it for a class, and it's really helpful to listen to it instead of reading it. So you just want to go down to audibletrial.com/thelate-night-run. Links in the description, or you can always look it up. But that's audibletrial.com/thelate-night-run.
Wow, that was a great ad read. Back to you, Brennan.
So, from my experience of my job over the summer, I had to stand out, and I got rained on a lot. One day I forgot my raincoat, so
That's
I got
awful.
soaking wet, and it rained for about 30 minutes. Soaking wet. And then the sun came out and just blared on top of me.
It's the worst.
And you'd think it'd dry your clothes. It doesn't. It leaves them damp. Now imagine those damp clothes, except for instead of being clothes, that's your skin, and that's humidity.
I would say it's pretty good. And then, like, on top of the already wet environment you are in, you sweat, which only adds more moisture
and then
to the entire situation.
You realize you're in Ohio, so there's just no hope for you anymore.
You're right.
And you start to contemplate your life decisions.
No, you should stop there. You realize you live in Ohio, so there's no hope for you.
Yes.
That's why I've come here, gained an education, and then I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm taking what I want.
It's not horrible.
It's not horrible.
As a lifelong Ohioan.
We don't. Yeah, it's not like we get shot. So
You're right.
We got that.
I mean,
Ohioan.
What about Dayton?
Hey,
what about Boston bombings?
What about
For context, I'm from the Boston area, and Ben is from the New York area.
I don't think that's something you should talk about.
Listen, good luck finding me. That's all I'm saying. The Boston area is a pretty big area.
And there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
All loud and angry like Josh.
I'm from New York City, so good luck finding me there.
Very big state. If you truly want to come find me, you probably could. If
we'll
you
be
wanted
the
to.
only white one in New York. Oh no, you live
That's
in
not
the city.
true.
He was in the city. He'd be one of the
All right, so now we're just narrowing down on Ben's location.
So.
All right.
Oh yeah, because it's so small.
But those are jokes, by the way, for the record.
Speaking of your summer experience, how was your summer?
Yeah, go ahead, Brennan. Tell you.
My summer was.
You can give the good old synopsis.
Yeah.
A quick rundown.
Okay, so my weeks consisted of working from 6 to 3 every day.
The classic.
6 to 3:30 every day.
Now, is this 6 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. or?
I wish. That'd be a lot more fun.
That would be a lot more fun.
6 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then...
At least you get out early.
Yeah, but a lot of places let out at 3:30. I'm finding that out because, like, the roads around here, like that one,
Yep.
they get clogged up right at 3:30 because that's when a lot of people get off work.
Wow.
So,
congratulations. You figured out that people working get off at the same time.
well, I didn't know
Welcome
that.
to traffic.
Okay, well, I was thinking with my profession and who I was working for, I thought that was just like a special time that we got out. Didn't, because you hear 9 to 5.
There's a lot of 7 to 3:30s.
Yeah. So anyways, I had that. And then on the weekends, so on Friday after work, I'd go home and shower, and then I'd pack up, and I'd drive 2.5 hours to my girlfriend's house.
Every weekend?
Every weekend but 4 in the summer.
That's dedication, I guess.
Yeah.
She never drove to you?
She did twice, but she had work.
Fair.
And she had to work on like Friday nights, so
So
I couldn't go
call
down
or
there
call off.
for one, and two.
Call her
She doesn't
working.
like driving on the highways, and that's all it is.
That's a little odd. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, that's why. Because she has, I don't know what it's called, but she has a fear of semi trucks.
I also have a fear of
I could make
semi-trucks.
a,
I also have a fear of semi-trucks.
You guys have a fear of pickup trucks.
No, it was a
No,
semi.
it was a
an
semi.
eight.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. So that
I don't
she
forget
has that.
I could do
Listen.
big confession hour right now, but I don't know if I should.
Do it.
Go for it.
What? All right, this is big confession hour. Honestly, like, not that I don't know why. I just haven't. But like, I've driven on the interstate and a whopping one time, and that was when I was in driver's ed.
That's weak
You-
sauce.
Facts.
Listen, you know.
I mean, it's
You know
not
what
that I've
highways
avoided them,
and
but like,
interstate
I
ties
just
are trying
like,
to get
don't
here?
have to.
That's fair.
I mean, I can, but I'd rather not.
So you and Brennan's girlfriend can just
Well, no.
drive on the non-highways.
Well, no, obviously, like, to get here, I don't have to drive on a highway.
Red-headed beauties.
And
That is true.
Yeah, you are.
Not on your girlfriend. I'm talking about JJ.
Yeah,
of course.
Me as well.
I get it.
I mean,
I want to make sure. I'm
That's
clear.
what I was talking about.
not like not actual deemed interstates. I've driven on basically an interstate, but it's not deemed interstate. You know what I mean?
Probably
Like,
because it doesn't go between states.
That's just called. That's just,
a big state route. Like, it's not. It's still a 4-lane
Listen.
highway.
But
Let me tell you.
anyways, so that's, and then I'd drive home on Sundays after we went to her church, and then also I found out that stand-up Sundays were a thing.
stand-up Sundays.
What are those?
Yeah, you want to explain?
So okay,
Pentecostal or something?
no, they're Nazarene, and
Yeah,
so
they're
a stand-up
whack.
Sunday is basically whenever people have something going on. You know, you start with your worship, and then the pastor goes to start preaching, and he's like, "How are y'all doing tomorrow?"
Tomorrow.
How are y'all doing this morning?
Somebody talking
And then
West
someone
Virginia?
goes, yes, actually,
To morning?
tomorrow. And then someone goes, "Woo, pastor!" And then they're like, "I have something to confess." And then they stand up and then they get a mic and they talk about their life problems for like 5 minutes, and then they inspire someone else to do it. And they do it.
That's how it works.
And and then the pastor at the end goes, "Well, I had a message, but now I don't. You're dismissed."
Yeah.
And that's it.
We didn't have that. We never had that at any church I've been to.
It's because they're a small church.
That's
that,
fair.
Like, you guys are always hyping up.
Listen, small churches are right anyway. Second of all,
True.
I've had like Sundays like that, but it was never like, this is what we're doing.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not like that.
What about
Okay.
my grandparents' church? That was a small church.
Your grandparents' church was, alright, so I go to JJ's
It's
for
also not
Easter.
your
Right, it's not your
denomination
typical.
you've ever been
No,
to.
it's a free will Baptist church. I've been to a few Baptist churches in my lifetime. I actually went to a couple of their like VBS and youth group and stuff, so I'm generally familiar with it. But this church is tiny. I'm talking JJ's family, like his extended family. I'm talking like aunt, uncles, cousins,
Took
people.
about half the-
Took about half the pews. Like I saw, like this church is so small. They had to bring in
I've never
extra
been there
chairs
either, and I've
and
never been
put
back.
and
since.
they put like extra chairs and like they had like a choir seating up front that normally the choir, but they only had like 2 singers, so they had more of the congregation sit up there. They were running out of room. The pastor said something like, "In my like 30-something years of being here, this is the biggest crowd we've ever had." And you can thank JJ's family because they showed up. They represented the numbers, and then they don't go back. So you're welcome.
I go to church, just not that one.
Yeah,
there's
that's
that.
So
It's because they're
picture-
Irish.
It's
There's
like
40 of
literally
them.
picture like out in the middle of absolute nowhere, the little white church building. That's literally what it was.
Yeah, just fields around it. Like I'm talking. This church is maybe as big as our apartment. Our apartment ain't that big. It is a like if you remove
How
the
did
wall.
fit that many
Yeah,
chairs?
nah, I wasn't there.
If you remove like I'm talking downstairs though, if you remove a couple of the walls in our apartment, like I'm exaggerating here, but it's small. It is tiny. Can't wait to go back for next Easter.
I don't think we're going back.
Let's
I
show
don't
up in
think the
numbers
church
again.
can afford you to go back.
What do you mean? People gave tithes. They're like, yes, please.
I went to this retreat thingy, and it was held at this church, and the pastor comes up to us because there was like probably like 50 extra people, and like, oh, can you sign in our guest book? And we're like, no, we're not tripling your yearly attendance by being here for 1 week. And he was like, oh, please, come on. We're like, no, that's not how that works.
You gotta get those numbers up.
That's
just
right.
how they do it.
Amen.
You give them the good old, give you the free pen and you sign our booklet. That's a classic.
Hey, all I'm saying is these days a free pen is nothing. When you go to church, it's like, oh, here, take this chocolate bar and travel mug with you too. It's like,
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh,
So
did you guys? So wait,
Yep.
did you guys do that? Did you sign new cards to get the travel?
no, because what happened was, so we found this new church that we all kind of like to go to. And last year we signed up, signed their sheet or whatever, and they gave us a free little mug. Nice little mug, kind of small, but nice. And it had hot cocoa chocolate in there. It was great. So then, since there's a couple colleges in the area, they're like, hey, if you come to our late service, we'll feed you food after. We're like, perfect. We'll go to the late service, we'll get some food. But then they give you the good old bamboozle. Not only do they have you sign the card again, that's your ticket into the meal, so that they automatically get you your car there, so you can't go get another travel mug or whatever. Then, second of all, they make you take a picture that they can hang on their prayer wall, so they really get you twice. They bamboozle you right out of it. Joke's on them, I only wrote my last name. I didn't write my first name.
joke's on you, I didn't have my picture taken.
Ooh.
Joke's on you guys.
You didn't go at all.
That's mega church status, I'm telling you. So,
Yeah, no.
welcome to the family, boys.
It's a triple service. They hit you with a bada bing, bada boom.
But I know, but I'm
okay
saying,
with
It's
so
not a
you
mega
get a
church
mug.
when I go to the third
Like-
service.
No, they use the
You
concept.
should sign up again.
Yeah, but they say once we already have your information. So I'm just gonna
I'm gonna change it.
use
because I have multiple emails. So I'm
Just,
That's
gonna
I'll
the
use
other
my home phone and a different email,
and I'll
Yep.
go by my nickname.
one. Yep.
Snook Josh.
and I'll go by Schnooky,
Yeah.
I'm
and then I'll just write like my brother's name or something.
I'm gonna misspell my first and last name on accident.
just spell Blaine, or you don't know how to do that yet.
Shut up. Listen, I didn't know how to spell my middle name until 7th grade. I thought
that's
it
rough.
was Blain. It's Blaine.
Ooh, you hate to see that.
So I'm
That's
thinking
rough.
plain.
Plain
Grassy
Blaine.
plains.
That's it. That's your new nickname, Plain Blaine.
Ain't nothing plain about this.
Blaine Go Zoom Part 1.
Oh, yeah, that's a good group chat.
Yeah, it is.
Me and Ben had to fly home, and so we made a group chat, and I called it Plain Go Zoom Part 1.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I was going there.
And
Oh
then
my
when we were
gosh.
coming back, it
That
became Plain Go Zoom Part 2.
That was the most stressful day of my entire
That's
life.
not true. That's guarantee you that's not true.
I guarantee you. I almost died on the highway 3 times by cars almost hitting me.
Listen, you have to
dropping
drive
you
more
guys off.
aggressive. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, it worked for you, didn't it?
Listen, I didn't
How's
drive.
that new car treating you?
I didn't drive aggressive enough. That's what I'm learning.
I'm in this one of the smallest cars you can have besides a smart car. If any other vehicle hits me, I instantly die.
Hey, life's too short to have a smart car.
Yeah, that's
I know.
from
We
our
learned that today.
Oh yeah, that's
Our university president said that.
because he drives
I
a
agree.
huge Suburban,
Nope.
a gas
Hop to that, man.
guzzling, perfume
American
pumping, American made
Hey,
Suburban.
I was absolutely loaded like he is. I do the
Yeah.
same thing.
I'm pretty.
Oh well, I wouldn't spend it on.
No, I would.
I'd get
He leases it, I'm sure. He gets a new one every year.
Yeah, I'm sure. he
right,
uses
but
it.
I'm saying I'd lease
Lambo. That man's a big man. He ain't getting in no sports car.
a
Hummer.
like a Buick, there's the base levels like Ford, Chevy, and
Yeah.
whatever. I'm saying I go up a level.
I mean,
Maybe not get all the bells and whistles, but still get the
I think-
lease
I think-
and I get the better car.
Have you seen the new Suburban?
they're pretty nice.
Bro, it's like an $80,000 car.
Yeah,
Like,
it's real.
It's nice.
Yeah, and plus,
I'm
plus
sure.
our
I've sat in one.
our president ain't no small president. This man's a big man.
That's
He's tall and he ain't like
He's tall and wide,
yeah, he's tall and wide.
and
so
it's not a problem. He wears it well, unlike
Yeah.
me.
He does
Yeah.
so.
yeah, but so he just gets a Suburban. He's like,
He's
just
what
a big
I
man.
hope to be at that age. He's in a comfortable body position, and I like it.
well, the rest of us are trying to work out daily
He's just
to
a big man.
change our bodies.
You guys are.
Actually.com.
My girlfriend likes my body just the way it is. So
Well, I don't
work
have
out
a
when I have
girlfriend,
to,
so-
and I don't.
I work out because
I work out to
does.
feel good for me.
Yeah, but
Not.
I definitely threw my arm in the softball
Yeah, you
game.
definitely
So since new season, as we've explained, if you're listening to our podcast before, Space Force is our intramural group of people that we always play with, and no matter the sport. But our bread and butter, to say, is always Space Force softball. And we had a game on Wednesday night, and it went well. We played another brand new team, let's just say that, and we beat them. It was not real nice, and I was throwing hard, I was throwing fast, thinking, oh, we usually have like one game a week. That's it. And then they turn around 12 hours later, you have another game Thursday night. I go, great. I get put in the outfield, and I got to make the big throws, and boy, I threw my arm in the first inning.
Yep.
And I played like trash in that first inning too. But, what are you going to do?
You hate to hear it.
You hate to see it, hate to hear it. But
Love to feel it.
it's that kind of podcast. We're going back to another ad read presented by me, also pre-recorded.
Today's episode is brought to you by Strideline socks, the most comfortable socks on earth. We all received a pair last year when we first partnered up to them, and we really enjoy them. Ben's quoted as saying they're the most comfortable pair of socks I own. I personally like to use them every day and while I play sports. I need the extra cushion in my feet, so it's always nice to have that comfort. They have them all sizes, all variables, and they also have them in all different colors, so it matches any outfit you're wearing. We'd like to thank Strideline for sponsoring. Click the link in the description to order anything from them through our link, or you can check out any of our social media. Any of those will have the link to Strideline. They're the best socks in the game. Definitely go check them out.
Welcome back. All right, Brendan's got to go. He's got to do things. But thanks for that ad read, Josh. I really appreciate
great
it.
job. So,
Bye, Brendan.
yes, it
Wait,
was good being
Are
on
you
the
leaving
podcast.
for the weekend?
I am.
Right now?
I will be back Sunday.
No.
Why? I'll be back Sunday, and then we can watch NASCAR. Then we can redo the race, but in the video game. Is that what you're sad about, JJ?
No, I just enjoy you at night.
Oh,
Okay, and
it's not that kind of podcast.
this is a comedy podcast. You're right.
That was funny.
Thanks, Ben.
But yeah, it was great. I showed up for at least part, unlike the title character.
Oh,
That's all I'm saying.
now shall not be named.
Factsonly.com.
Yikes.
All right, and as the three-man ship continues to sail on.
Love you, podcast.
All right, and JJ, tell us about your summer. Since what did you do all summer while we didn't produce any content for this podcast?
Well, gee, what did I do? I went back to work at a grocery store that's blue, and it's not the one you're thinking of.
Starts
I know
with a
it's not.
K.
Yeah, it might
It's
start
an
with a K.
ogre.
It's like Shrek. It's an ogre. There's probably an R
Somewhere in
after the
there.
K.
Right.
Before the ogre.
Yeah, it's
Right, we
They
sounded
sell
that together.
food.
Yep.
and they're blue.
In white.
Yeah,
Anyway, so you worked there a lot.
I did. At least as much as they let me. I got to work. They trained me to work at the customer service desk.
That sounds awful.
Yep. Actually, it's not that bad. It just depends on
The customer.
mostly because I was never like the only one there.
That's
There's
right.
always like I was basically like, deemed as a helper
Mhm.
position. So like if I don't know what to do, I just ask somebody else and let them deal with it.
That's
Like,
a classic.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how that works, I think.
Yeah.
But I did that, and I did I started around self checkout and cashier, and I did some bagging, and I got some cards, and I did about everything you could.
Hey,
the
man of
store.
multiple talents. The jack of all trades, as they say.
Yeah, and I was worked probably around 35 hours a week.
Hey,
They
that's
don't
fine.
give you. They wouldn't give me. They're cutting hours. They're getting real cheap on me.
Ooh, you hate to hear
Yeah,
it.
they raise everybody's wages at the beginning of the year, and then they decide. Then they're like, "Wait a minute, that means we have to pay more money, so we'll just cut the hours." So it just
Even though.
evens out, I guess. I mean, I do make more. I did that. Went on vacation.
Hey, vacation's good. Everyone needs
The old
vacation.
beach to the old Myrtle Beach. Is that like
I've
in
actually
June?
never been to a beach.
Really. We'll have to go.
Oh, I go to the beach all the time. That's about
Myrtle
Myrtle Beach. My
Beach.
house.
Myrtle Beach out of
Is it
season.
actually
so-
like a nice beach, or are we talking like...
Well, so there's two beaches.
We talking like the beach next to ENC, where you walk over there and it looks disgusting and it
There's
smells
two,
like
there's
dead
two
fish?
beaches. There's like a park. It's called, I'm not going to say, but it's a park, and it's got some shoreline, and it's kind of rocky. I don't prefer it, but then there's a private beach. Like you can, like if you're standing on one beach, you can see the other beach, and if it's shore tide, you can just walk along the beach to the super nice beach, super sandy, no rocks whatsoever. That's the beach you go to, and also there's a few in a couple other towns, but like it's a nice beach, I would say. But I don't like the beach because sand is coarse and rough.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just because we've gone so many times. Like, that's our go. Like every summer, it's like our go-to place is just the beach. I'm kind of like I want to travel other places. So the beach, sure, I enjoy myself to an extent, whatever. Yeah, I have fun. Don't be a party pooper. But
yeah,
sometimes it's like let's go somewhere else. Let's try something different.
Yeah, I feel that.
I still enjoy it, and it's still relaxing.
Hey, that's good. That's all you need.
And I got paid while I was there because I had
lucky man.
2 weeks of paid vacation at the old grocery store.
About to say it. I saw that.
Yeah. And so that's nice. What they do is average. You get the average amount of hours from last year. So I started college last year. So all those weeks of getting 0 hours, it averages out to I think I got like 10 or 11 hours.
Yeah, and then next year's gonna be even worse.
Oh, it's gonna be terrible. So
I mean, let's get paid something.
I would have left anyway, and I wanted. So
right.
I got some money.
I feel because when I go on vacation, I get paid nothing, 0.
Me too.
So and I went on vacation probably more than I should have, but
I normally spend money when I'm on vacation.
I do that.
Lose mega money when
That's
I don't
fair.
work.
I don't think I spent much at all. I think I definitely have some. I'm sure I have some good stories. I just can't customer service, but I don't know. I can't think of them right now.
Well, like
there's some funny ones.
I know I went to work. I went on like 3 separate vacations, and that's 3 weeks right there. That's practically a month gone. A couple weekends, a couple days here, and that adds up to a month. I'm not getting paid. But I worked plenty of hours down at the local sub shop. But boy, there are some characters that come to that store. Some straight goons, let me tell you. Like, for example, at the shop, if you want extra bacon that the sub doesn't come with, then we charge you $1.50. It's clearly on the menu.
That's reasonable.
Right.
I mean,
so then
it's meat.
Like,
sure.
So it's a steak shop. So she goes, "Can I have a steak bomb?" Now, let me preface this: a steak bomb is steak, cheese, peppers, onions, salami.
Give me that.
That's a steak bomb.
Give me that right now.
She goes, "I want a steak bomb."
Come with us.
And I go, "All right, that's $8.89." And she goes, "I want to add bacon." I'm like, "All right, that's $1.50." She goes, "I want to add mushrooms." Mushroom doesn't come on the subs. Mushrooms are 50 cents extra. Okay. She goes, "Then I want extra cheese." Cheese is 65 cents extra. So now she's really racking it up because she's just adding extras and extras. Clearly on the board, I explained it. She goes, "Great." I write down her order. Now the way we do it is we cook their food and then they pay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kind of weird, but they've been doing it for 49 years, so I ain't going to touch them.
Yeah. Okay.
So write down and say, "Here's your number. Go sit down. We'll ring you out when you get your food." I pack it up. She goes to go. We wrap it up. I'm like, "All right. So you have any drinks or chips?" She gets a drink or whatever. Plug that in. Plug all the extra prices in. Comes out to like $15. And she's like, "Why is it $15? So then I got to print out the receipt, explain to her. I'm like, "Listen, look, here's the price for the sub. Here's the price for the drink. Here's all the extra things you added." She goes, "They cost extra?" I go, "Yes, I talked to you about this because, food isn't free. My boss has got to pay me somehow, so you got to get the charge here."
You get what it comes on at the sub when you order it, but if you want extra stuff, you got to pay more.
Right, exactly. I mean, basic
knowledge of ordering food.
I would say it's pretty basic thing around food restaurants and whatnot. And she's arguing me for a solid 10 minutes. And I'm like trying to explain this to her. Eventually, she's like, "I want to talk to your manager." I turn around. I'm like, "Yo, would you like to talk to this lovely lady?" So he comes over, says the same exact thing I did. He just explains why price. She goes, "Well, I guess that's what I'm paying." I'm like, "Well, why did
I hate that. I've done
why did you like? I'm going to lower the price for you. Guess who? If that money goes wrong, your boy doesn't get paid well. So I'm trying to go to college. You're not. I'm trying to get paid." These clowns.
That's like that. I know being in customer service desk now, I get the authority of, I have my own set of we call it the office keys.
Mm-hmm.
So I have keys to some things. And one of them is the register override key.
Mm-hmm.
So if something's messed up or one of the cashiers accidentally puts in 41 watermelons instead of 4. And it's like, you just randomly voided like $100 worth of watermelon. Like, that's kind of sketch. So so one of the people has to come over and, approve it. So yeah, sometimes that was fun. They would say, oh, Cash would be like, I need override. And I'd like put the key in and like turn it and like start typing my code and be like, for what though? And you gotta be like, you gotta explain it. It's like, oh, yeah, I typed in like 800 watermelons.
Actually,
like one of those word problems.
Oh, one of those math problems?
Yeah.
Like, why are we voiding $800 worth of watermelon?
Well, wait a minute. $800 of 800 watermelons. $1 a watermelon. I'm going to wherever you were. Come buy 800 watermelons.
Wow. That's too bad.
Oh, but people are crazy. Listen, if you ever go to a place and order, the worst type of people at a food restaurant are the people who come in, maybe it's not basic, maybe no one else. So the cashier does the nice thing. Hey, anything I can help you with? And then you answer, no, I'm just looking. So then they proceed to look at the menu. Now, would you think, if you look at the menu, you're like, I know what I like. This is what I'm going to order. Or maybe if you have a question, hey, what comes on this sandwich? What comes on that? Pretty basic things. Then people, but instead of doing the logical thing like most people do, they come up to the menu, they stare at it for 10 minutes, they come up, and then they go, I'm like, yeah, how can I help you? They're like, what's on a cheesesteak? And I go, cheese and steak. They go, well, I don't like that. And I'm like, well, back to the drawing board with you, huh? I could have told you, if you don't like something, don't try to order it. Like this one woman, she orders a BLT. Now, for those who may not know what that is, it's bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Pretty basic sandwich. And then she orders a BLT. I give her the BLT. She goes, well, I don't like tomatoes. You ordered a BLT. That's one of 3 crucial ingredients on a BLT.
What do you think the tea was?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's not like it's a specialty sandwich. Because we have some specialty sandwiches, like a buffalo finger cheesesteak, which is where...
I don't even know what that is, and it sounds good.
Right, so we fry a few chicken fingers, we cut them up in small pieces, buffalo them, and throw them right in the cheesesteak.
Why don't you have a store here?
Because, I'm telling you, from where I'm from...
Can we find the equivalent here? Is there
There's no such thing. We eat food...
There's gotta be.
No, I'm telling you, there's nothing like it, because where I'm from, food is eaten differently. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, you may think I'm crazy, but Chinese food here tastes a lot different than Chinese food back home.
Yep.
And you think, oh, it's just Chinese food, it's chicken fingers and spare ribs and fried rice, lo mein. It's different. I don't know what else to tell you. It's different.
True.
Ben, how was your summer?
Mine was good. I worked a lot.
What did you work?
I worked for the DPW, Department of Public Works, for a town that was 20 minutes away from where I live. It was all right. And got old real fast, waking up at 5:30 for work.
Oh, you hate to see that.
But it was okay because on Fridays I'd get out at 10:30. So 5:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m.
That ain't bad.
Well, I woke up at 5:30. I didn't start work till 6:30. But
yeah, that ain't bad.
Yeah, I can't complain. Made a lot of money. Came back to school. Realized that I still have no money because I had to pay for school.
It's true.
Right. You're really just the middleman here. You're like, wow, look at all this money. And then your school comes in and it goes, that's mine. And you go,
and then
what happened?
Right. And then it's like, that one SpongeBob meme, and you go back and do it again next summer, and then you lose all your money again. Like, want to see me do it again?
Want to see me do it again?
Oh, that's so true, though. It's really, see, my hours were all over the place. Some days I'd work 12 to 8. Some days I would work, like, for example, 4th of July, I started work at 7:30 a.m., and I didn't get home until midnight.
Who on earth is buying a sub at 7:30 a.m.?
Well, so the shop only closes for 2 days a year. That's Christmas Day we close, and the 4th of July we close. But the shop is a beach location, and so we have a little shack that we pay so much money, and we get to sell food out of there. We make a butt ton of money out of that food because, for example, little behind the scenes, fried food. If you know anything about the food industry, highly profitable. It's like the boxes you buy, they're like $20 a bag. We sell a thing of fries for like $3. There's 6 bags in the box. You make about 5 things of fries with it. So within one bag, you've bought back the fries already. So the rest is profit. Same with like slushies, ice cream. Ain't hot dogs. Anything like that. We
There's
sell
food.
high profit margins at the beach, so that way it pays off easily. The 4th of July is the biggest day in this at the beach. I'm saying this shack, walking space wise, because there's a lot of like freezers and stuff and like grills in there, is probably, I would say, 7 feet by 2 feet. Like, it is a tiny shack, and there's 6 of us in there, and we're all moving around, all trying to do stuff, and it's a long day. It's a hard day. You have high school kids who don't know how to work, and then you have people like me. I'm like, I've been doing this for years. Get out of my way. It's quite an experience. But yeah.
4th of July.
Yeah. So while the rest of anyone else is on the beach, lighting fireworks, probably getting drunk, celebrating the 4th of July with family and drunk people, I'm inside the shack making money. So who's the real winner?
I think I'm the real winner. You know what I did 4th of July?
What'd you do?
I came up here and spent the night with Jake.
That's fair.
I think I won.
That's fair.
True.
That was a fun time.
You know what else is a fun time? Another ad read from our fellow sponsor. Back to you, Josh.
Today's episode is brought to you by Peregrine Apparel. Soft, comfortable, sleek clothing on a minimal design. They have hoodies and sweatshirts and shirts that you can wear. They have different colors and different ways to represent them. They're a company that believes in making the world a better place, and they have shirts that let you know that, remind others how you should believe. A friend of mine started up this company, and he wanted to be a sponsor, so we'd love to have him on board. Check their link in the description. Go check them out. They're always adding new designs and different ways to wear their company merch. I highly recommend them.
What a great ad read, Josh. You do
backed
such a
it
good
to yourself?
Yep. Because
Okay.
I'm pre-recording all of these, so that way we can save time in when we talk and stuff. But, you know, if you want to sponsor us, feel free to contact me. Just DM us or something. We can always talk, figure it out. But I just want to say something for the sponsors. We legitimately have used these products and stuff. Like, I'm not just shelling out ads for ads, you know. If I know a little bit ago we had an Anchor ad read for a few of our episodes and stuff like that. Like, we legitimately use Anchor, and I'm happy that Anchor gave us that. And same with like Audible. But, you know, Strideline socks sent us socks. We didn't pay for those socks, I have to say that up front, but they are extremely comfortable, and my parents have bought socks through that. So, but we legitimately use that stuff. So it's not just
my favorite pair of socks, actually.
Yeah, we're not just shelling out, you know, for cash. Even though that would be nice because we're college students. So, but that's the way you can help us.
We won't say no if you want to offer us money.
You're right. If you just come up to me,
Well, it depends. It depends on what it is.
listen.
Well, if they're offering me money.
To do something. I mean, it depends what it is.
No, I'm just gonna
First line.
hand out money. Like, you come up to me, slap $10 in my bill, go, "This is for the podcast." I go, "Great," and we'll put it in
I
the
will
books.
personally shake your hand.
Right, we'll put it in the books because Brennan here.
Wasn't that a tier on one of the things?
Yeah,
You give
our
a dollar,
Patreon. Yeah,
I'll-
you can go
I'll
check our Patreon. Our tiers are $1, $5, $25, and
Pretty sure
Yeah.
if you want a handshake from me and you
Yeah.
just want to throw $1 at me. I mean,
yeah, throw $1 at us. You know, it is a monthly subscription. You can always cancel. You know, that's just how Patreon, the platform, is. So the way it works is whenever you do sign up, it takes the money out, whatever money it is, out. So like if you pledge $1, we get like 70 cents of that, something like that, because Patreon takes a percentage. And we get that money immediately, and then it renews every first of the month. So if you just want to put down the base amount and don't want to do monthly thing, just be aware of that. You know, we're not trying to scam you or anything, I promise you. But if you want to support us, support us. If you don't, at least share it with your friends. That's the best way to support us. You know, now we're on more platforms than ever. We're pretty easy to reach. But like, follow us, recommend us, all that jazz. Go for it. It's all you. But, yeah, I'd say that's about it. We talked about our summers. If you ever want to guest on here, at them and at us, you know, let them know. And we'll do our best with what we can.
I think this will be a really good season, I think.
I hope
If,
so.
you know,
Got some exciting people that might be.
Yeah, I'm in the talks. I can't guarantee
Yeah,
anything.
Right.
Things are happening behind the scenes.
and there's plenty of friends we know that haven't been on yet.
Yeah, so
So
we'll
we gotta
definitely.
add some of them.
Oh, for sure. We'll definitely have people from the campus on.
As long as the time works out for us. I mean, we're all busy men
Yeah,
these days, so.
you know, school's a lot. But if you know one that wants to sponsor us or owns a company or something, send them our way. You know. Also, like,
give us money.
the ad reads are a lot. I know ad reads can be annoying, especially on like Hulu and YouTube and stuff. But doing this, it kind of makes me recognize that hey, people need ads. So, but
That's true.
That's just how it be.
Nobody does anything for free.
That's fair. So if you
Unless
don't
you're
want,
us, because we like it.
right, we enjoy it, but we're still trying to get paid. We're not on positive yet, so you can help us though. So if you ever want to be a guest, just pay $25 for it.
It's true.
That's the going rate. Maybe we should lower that. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Oh,
$50.
$50.
Slide me a cool crisp 50. You can talk for 2 hours.
2 hours. That's a long time. I listen to a few
How about
podcasts.
they can just be a guest on 2 podcasts instead?
I like that idea.
So it's still $25 a podcast.
How about you slide me a cool crisp Benji,
Ooh.
and we can talk all day.
We can talk
There we
all
go.
day.
You slide each of us a cool crisp Benji, and you can talk all day.
You can just shadow us for
You
the
can
day.
have the entire podcast
I
on
don't know about that
You
one.
can have me. I mean, you can replace me on the podcast.
That
They
is
can,
if
they
you
can
really
be a
hate
guest
me-
on one of our late night runs.
So
Ooh.
if you hate me that much and you just really love the other boys and you're like, man, this dude sucks, get him out of here. Give me a Benji and I'll never come back.
Wow, it's just up and gone. That will go into the podcast account, which then you will no longer be affiliated with. It will not see the $100 for the record.
Oh,
Let's make it 2 Benjis. Help
Hey.
the boys out a little bit.
these are
Oh.
confusing times.
Also, if you want merch, let us know. What would it hypothetically saying if we were to put out merch? What would you want merch? T-shirts, hoodies, blankets, stickers, anything, something. Name it. We'll work on it because if anyone listened last year or last season, our buddy Cruz, who's our logo designer, that crispy logo you're seeing or not seeing, or I don't know if you're looking at your phone right now or not, but
Should be.
right, you should be. If it's on YouTube, if it's on Spotify, maybe we're playing through some Google Home speaker or.
You've seen
Yeah.
it before.
Yeah, you've definitely seen it before. But that's a crispy photo. Like, if you want that on, like, some merch and stuff, let us know what you want exactly. Like, T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. I don't know. You can put sweatpants. I don't know. I'm sure we can slap it on somewhere. But,
To be completely random real quick, I'm looking at my iPad, that
Yep.
I have with me. I have 9,414 unread emails.
you should read those.
When I see numbers in the corners of all my apps, not gonna lie, like it really frustrates me. And I've deleted apps because I can't get the number to go away.
It's true, but
That's an extreme
that-
measure.
That
What-
would make me so annoyed that you have that big of a number right there.
well, see, it doesn't bother me. It did bother me on my phone because I used to have an iPhone 7, but I've been rocking the S9, Galaxy S9 for a little
That's
over a year
solid
now,
phone.
and they still have the little things in the corner, but you can clear them pretty easily.
Yeah.
So, even though all it's saying is that I acknowledge that I've seen that number, it's instead of this just always hovering there, I can still clear it. But that doesn't.
I'm curious, what apps have you deleted over, do you remember any?
He's
I
not allowed to say
deleted.
them on the air.
I deleted Clash of Clans.
Ooh, big hit.
Good move.
Like that was back when that was real popular and everyone was playing it, and I could not get it to go away.
'Cause they're always sending you stuff.
I used to have a texting app that I couldn't get the number to go away.
So you deleted that?
I deleted that, yep. Those are probably the 2 biggest things. Believe me, I've tried to delete the phone thing.
The not deletable apps.
Yes. I've put it on its own individual slide or whatever,
Oh yeah, 'cause you're right.
so I don't have to see it. Yep.
Good thing about Android, you have the little app drawer you can just throw down there and never
True,
see it
yeah.
again, never to be seen. But yeah, that's why I have such a hard time. People nowadays just leave each other on red, nobody's business.
Yeah, who does that?
Right, but I can't, I have to be the last one to respond to a conversation. I can't just leave you on red. I had a friend who was also...
Depends what it is. If you're talking for a while, but if you're just barely talking or
Right, but I've had entire conversations with my friend, and we're both this way where we have to be the last one to say something. We'll just, start sending each other just the most random things just to be the last one on the text bubble.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, I was the last person to send you a text.
You know, Ben,
In our conversation.
yeah, but here, all right. You know what? That's a fair point. Now, there's a distinction. I apologize. Between like people I text. Well, I was asleep when you sent me that text. To be fair.
Yeah, but that happened twice.
Because you sent me 2 texts when I was both asleep. I can't respond when I'm asleep, Ben. I'm sorry.
True.
You could respond when you woke up.
You're right, but
Or he can see you because
you live.
like
Yeah. I just see
right
you instead.
upstairs.
That's true. Because
Literally
if that
right
carries
upstairs.
into the real world, that's how you know you're a real friend of mine. Because I now taken this digital conversation and said, well, it's okay because I will see you in a matter of minutes. And I'm just going to talk to you about it.
True.
So,
All I'm saying is I asked where you were at last night.
and I was in my bed asleep. That's
No,
my.
you weren't, because I looked at your bed before I texted you that.
I was in my bed. You weren't home when I went to bed.
Homie, I looked in your bed.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, your bed was empty.
I think you're a liar because
I think you're a liar.
because I came home last night and JJ was in the living room and me and JJ were both like, yeah, it's time to go to bed. So then I sat in the living room for maybe 10 more minutes and then I went to bed.
Down there, and I
Maybe
went
you were in the bathroom or something, but you were not
Yeah,
in your bed.
I was getting ready for bed, but I went to my room, got ready for bed, and went to bed. And I didn't see your text between then and there. Maybe you sure you looked that hard because I was pretty.
I am 100% sure because I like slapped my hand on your bed.
You know, it's very possible you missed me because I sleep towards one side more than I do the other.
I read in
I
the
went up
middle.
yesterday, and I thought nobody was in my room. But Chief was in bed, and I had no idea. It's just the blankets were like wadded in such a way where it looked like that there was nobody in there.
Well, because
But nope, there was a full human being in there, a full man.
yeah, like my blanket is queen size, so like it like drapes off and stuff, so I can really bunch myself up in those blankets, and it's great. And I love it. And our beds are like twin XL or some weird college size that they've made up for us to spend more money on our sheets.
It's twin XL.
Yeah,
It's a college bed.
yeah, I know. And you want to know why? Conspiracy theory time. It's so that way we could spend more money on fabric. Like, so we couldn't just bring our own. We had to go out and buy.
We need king size mattresses.
I agree. Yeah, except our tuition won't go up again.
Just one.
just one for all 6 of us.
One for all the homies. That's
we're
what
not,
I like to
we're
hear.
not gonna fit. Listen, I'm a pretty.
We only need 5 next year.
It's gotta be around the size. If we just lined all of our beds up, it's gotta be close to the side.
I don't know. I'm a
If we lined
sprawler.
all of our
We could-
bed
we
ups,
could snuggle.
that's definitely bigger than a king size bed.
Well, let's just line all of our beds up in the living room.
All right, tell me.
And
Yeah,
sleep
so
there.
we're gonna have to take all the furniture out of the living room.
You would just go put it in all the rooms,
Yeah.
individual rooms.
I'm not carrying anything upstairs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to go lay down on the couch. Oh yeah, sorry. That's the room upstairs and to the left.
Yeah, I was. So last year we had a Super Bowl party in one of the empty rooms that there were, and it was great because we didn't have to move much furniture around. And this year we'd like to have another Super Bowl party for our friends, close friends that get invited.
Just have it in here.
General statement.
General statement. Brennan was like, yeah, we might have so many people that we might have to like turn the game on in multiple rooms and just split the party up because not everyone can fit in the living room.
That's kind of true. Might have to do that.
You're right, that's
Good
gonna
work.
You're like, oh, where's JJ? Oh, he's the third room.
Oh,
They're all like delayed, so like
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, and then like 5 seconds later,
Yeah. But or we just
And I'm going to be cheering real hard when the Cincinnati Bengals are playing.
the Cincinnati, they won't go to the Super Bowl.
playing in what? They don't even get people in the Pro Bowl. How are they supposed to get to the Super Bowl?
Hey, Geno Atkins makes the Pro Bowl usually every year, and AJ Green if he's not dead.
Well, AJ Green is normally like out with a broken something by the time he gets to like week 10.
Right, he pulled the Tyler Eifert and he's injured before the season even started.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awkward.
You just used a Bengals player to describe a Bengals player.
Correct.
If that's not the most Bengals thing I've ever heard, I don't know what is.
That's facts. Listen, we're just spitting facts. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's just the way it be.
This is a different talk for another time.
This is just how it be.
Yeah.
But I think we can end it here. Thank you for listening to first episode of the second season. If you want us to talk about things, let us know. If you want us to bring back Shaq versus, let us know. But that's
if you want us to bring back Chief, let us know.
We would like you too.
But I did get a text. He was at a job
Orientation
thing. So you know what? We'll give him a pass.
I know those go. They
Those
sit
are
there
awful.
And they read you the whole employee manual. And
See,
like,
I'm
all
gonna
that
tell you.
stuff.
I'm gonna tell you.
See if you can tell the difference between like a cucumber and a zucchini.
Oh, my players
Yeah.
don't know how to do that. One of my coworkers.
That's awkward.
It's easy.
So-
You just feel it. That's what I do. running the cashier. You just like caress the edges.
But like, I'll tell you how my interview went. My boss goes, "Hey, you have an interview Saturday, 10 a.m." I go, "Great." I went into the sub shop. He goes, "Great. Here's a shirt. I want to teach you how to." I'm like, "This isn't an interview. This is just me working." He goes, "Yeah." That's how it went.
Yeah, that's basically how my job started too. They're kind of like, this is what you do, and here you go.
All right, but thank you for listening, and as always,
keep on running.